Does high blood pressure affect my sexual function? What solutions can you give me as a hypertensive patient or someone with high blood pressure in order to enhance my sexual health or to increase libido and sexual desire? Sex is a human need, especially for those who are married. Now, a lot of people contact me through email, through WhatsApp, through other social media platforms, email especially, because they are struggling to control their blood pressure and still enjoy sex with their spouse. There are a lot of factors that play on their sexual health. And not only that, it begins to affect them psychologically. And most of them enter depression. And in most cases, the marriage goes asunder. The marriage goes apart. So I'm here for you. If you're a returning subscriber, this is me saying I love you. If you've been watching my content and you have never smashed that subscribe button and turned on that notification bell, show me extra love by doing so. And if you just hopped on this channel or you're watching this video for the first time, you're welcome to the family. I love you, I love you, I love you. Let's roll in. Welcome back. If you're just joining and if you're still watching, that means that you know someone who has high blood pressure, or you are struggling with high blood pressure, or you are not understanding how to manage this health condition or this health situation, or most probably your partner is fed up with the marriage, fed up with you, fed up with your lack of low self-drive, low libido, in fact your mood swings, your depression. I'm here to help both you and your partner. So if you are hypertensive, or your partner is hypertensive, or you know somebody who needs this information, please share to them and also advise them to follow the instructions I'm going to give you. Now, high blood pressure plays a big role on the sexual function of a man and a woman. Now, how does that happen? I'll start with the man. When a man has high blood pressure, this causes the blood vessels, and in this case, we're talking about the arteries, to harden and to become narrow. And this prevents blood flow towards the penis. And not only that, these blood vessels can get damaged. When these blood vessels are damaged, it can lead to erectile dysfunction. Now, a man can start struggling with no ejaculation, retrograde ejaculation, delayed ejaculation, and premature ejaculation. And with men, when they experience this for the first time, you know, some men start having anxiety for fear that they have lost their sexual function. Remember, it's in the making, the matrix of a man, the masculinity of a man, to satisfy his woman, to provide good sex to his wife. So when a man knows that he's impaired in his capacity, in his masculinity, in his role as a man, it plays not only on him up here, but it plays a role on how he functions sexually. Now, when the man develops this fear that he may not be able to satisfy his wife, you know, he'll be a 1-minute man, all of these things begin to run through his head. What happens is the man withdraws to himself and may not want to get involved in any form of sexual activity. He may get into depression, he may get into low self-esteem if care is not taken, and if the wife or his wife is not matured or patient or understanding or communicative, it may cause him to start looking for other women, who will be able to be understanding and patient with their condition. Another point is men who have high blood pressure experience a decrease in nitric oxide in the body. And when nitric oxide is decreased in the body, these blood vessels, just stay narrowed and blocked. Because nitric oxide helps the blood vessels to dilate. A man should not give up. Don't give up on your sexual health. Don't give up. All of this is in your mind. Now, when it comes to the woman, a woman with high blood pressure experiences a decrease in nitric oxide. And this nitric oxide, whose role was meant to dilate these blood vessels and increase blood flow towards the vagina, is decreased or depleted. And then the woman begins to struggle with vaginal dryness, little or no orgasms, little or no sensitivity. In fact, not only that, a decrease in libido, desire, and sexual arousal. And this would explain why a woman is never in the mood, the woman is having mood swings, and in the long run, it leads her into depression. And if you are a lady with high blood pressure, do not give up on your sexual health. It's the mind. It's the state of your mind. If you train your mind, your body will follow. Now, what is the issue in particular? What are the issues in particular that make high blood pressure a burden or a challenge to people? Or what causes high blood pressure? What makes high blood pressure, a challenge to people's sexual life? Now, the first thing is that the drugs that are being prescribed for high blood pressure or to regulate the blood pressure, we're talking about diuretics and other form of beta drugs that are given to you, it actually induces low sex drive. That's the annoying thing. That's the annoying thing. The annoying thing is that if you have high blood pressure and you're taking high blood pressure medications, it's like it just cuts off your sexual appetite. It makes you insensitive. You don't like touch. You don't like your partner's. You don't like romance. You're switched off from that sexual connection to your femininity and your masculinity. Now, the second thing is that some people start taking pharmaceutical Viagras, the Viagras that you find or at the pharmacy or that are sold at the pharmacy or local drugstores. And that even worsens the situation because these pharmaceutical Viagras actually interact with these drugs, these high blood pressure drugs, and it can make your situation even worse. Now, in some cases, if the blood pressure is not regulated, you can either get a heart attack, a heart failure, a stroke, or some form of heart complication. Now, the third issue with high blood pressure on sexual health is that most people start masturbating. That is both male and female. The fear of going into a crisis, of having a heart attack, a heart failure, or stroke, or not being able to satisfy your spouse, or being frustrated, or just wanting something and you get on it and you just jerk off, or you just come in a second, or you're not able to even have good sexual communication with your spouse, good intimacy with your spouse, can be very challenging for a partner, especially if you have a challenging job and an impatient partner. Before I dive into dishing you the solutions into boosting your sexual health, your sex drive, while having high blood pressure, I would like to tell you this. It is not in God's making, in God's sovereignty, that you should be taking drugs all the days of your life. And God created sex to be enjoyed for those who are married. Don't give up on your sexual health because you have a health challenge. whether it's diabetes, whether it's lupus, whether it's any form of ulcer problem, high blood pressure, you can name it. You handle the challenge. Handle it with wisdom, with patience and understanding. If your partner has high blood pressure, please watch this video and please be patient with them. It is not their fault that they are having high blood pressure. And I have to say this, when you are having erectile dysfunction or any form of issue that is affecting your sex drive, instead of trying to look for solutions to treating erectile dysfunction, vaginal dryness, low libido, low sex drive, try doing further tests to knowing the root cause. Because some people are asymptomatic when it concerns high blood pressure. Some people are actually having high blood pressure and they know nothing about it. The symptoms don't show. And they can be living with it for years, and it shows up in one stage in their life through a crisis, through an attack or some other health issue, and it may be too late for you to control. Number one solution is that make good use of the homemade Viagra recipes. I have dished to you on this channel. I'm going to leave both links at the end screen. Take them. I did 2 videos for those who have high blood pressure. Good recipes that will help boost your nitric oxide levels, increase your sex drive, in fact, increase your sexual function to a max. And you can take this and really enjoy a healthy lifestyle. Number 2, quit smoking. Number 3, stop alcohol. Number 4, exercise regularly. Number 5, make sure you lose extra weight. If you're overweight, your blood pressure issue is not going to be regularized, even if you're taking all the good recipes that I'm giving you. Please make sure you follow these steps I am giving you so you can enjoy a healthy lifestyle. Number 6, please, how you feel about your partner matters. Take away from your heart all form of malice, unforgiveness, pain of the past, bitterness from your heart, so you can bond with your spouse. And I'm saying this because a lot of reasons why people don't get along in marriage, and even with the challenge of high blood pressure making it worse, is because their heart hasn't let go of wrong and errors. Remember that you are not a perfect person, and marriage is by choice. You choose to love a person. You choose to stay with a person. You can choose to forgive your spouse for whatever thing they have done to you. Number 7, reduce your intake of salt. Number 8, be patient with your spouse. If your spouse has got high blood pressure, if they are not in the mood, try different ways to get them aroused. Different ways to have intimacy with them. And masturbating is not going to solve the problem. If you're a high blood pressure patient, don't go into taking Viagras, pharmaceutical Viagras from the pharmacy and masturbating. It will only distance you away from your partner. And discuss with your partner if you are taking any form of drugs like Viagras, or if you are masturbating. They will help you get out of it. And that includes using sex toys. Sex toys will even destroy the relationship. It will make the relationship worse. The 9th point is have sex only when your partner is relaxed and in the mood. You see, at that state, there is a high chance that your blood pressure is at its normal rate when they are relaxed and when they are calm. Very important. And this would lead us to the next point, the 10th point. Make sure before you have sex, you check your blood pressure. Very important. Don't have sex when your blood pressure is high. Make sure your systolic blood pressure is less than 140 and your diastolic blood pressure is less than 90. It is important that you plan to have sex. This type, you need to plan it. And I'm telling you, it will be amazing. No crisis, no stroke. Number 11, if you are a Christian, go for deliverance. Now, it is not in God's agenda that any of his creations should be taking medications 24/7 for 365 days a year, all the days of their life. Upon my research looking for the root cause of high blood pressure, all scientific data that has been published has indicated that the actual root cause of high blood pressure has not been determined. So whatever it is, whatever demon that is causing it, get it cast out. You can live a healthy life. Anything that blocks you from enjoying good health and the abundance that Christ has given you is not of God, it's of the devil. And the last point is use lubricants. If you have high blood pressure, you're a female, get some good lubricants. Water-based lubricants and silicone-based lubricants. And there are also a combo of water and silicone-based lubricants that you can use on the market. It will help you enjoy sex real well. And it will reduce all the vaginal dryness. It will take away vaginal dryness, you know, any pain that you may be experiencing during sex, and even prevent vaginal tears or bleeding during or after sex. So thank you for joining me in today's class. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, I love you, I love you, I love you. Till next time, I remain your seasoned medical professional, Gwendolyn Halle.